couple of minutes.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I promise you it won't take long. Just so you know, I walked in tonight and my friend Debbie said, you know Bernie, you do her leaving speech. You know. No chance, no preparation, nothing at all. What can I say? Eh?
You can
nothing.
say,
We can start off with a few places. Look, as you all probably know, Bernie loves to travel, doesn't she?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes. So we might go to America tonight. Probably a couple of cities in Europe. Some very embarrassing places that you don't know I know about just yet. But before we start, one of your best friends, Debbie over here, has got these photographs. So you're wondering where they were coming from. And a young lady called Fiona helped me with a few of them as well. And your sister Gay. But anyway, before we head off on our roundabout journey, there's a couple of people who's worked with Bernie and known him forever. There's Diana, who's here, and Nikki, who's travelled up from Cornwall to be with her tonight. So I think that's really nice, yeah? Go on, give me a bit of an old clap, it'll help me out as well, bit.
Dicey.
Dicey.
Two.
Okay, I haven't got a lot, I promise, but...
Oh, how many pages?
Only two.
It's only notes.
Johnny notes. So anyway, before we head off around the world, let's go all the way back into Birmingham. And I think it's the 1st of September 1953 when it all began. Well, it began 9 months before then, but that's when Bernie landed at the Women's Hospital in Birmingham. So, as I say, you have to guess as you go along here. I say she's got two sisters, Gay and Fiona Watkins. Fiona lives down in Essex. And Fiona's given me loads of ammunition tonight to try and help me. She's in trouble, yeah. Apparently there's some photographs that Bernie's never seen on the walls. But anyway, got to mention your mum and dad, Kath and John. Sorry your mum passed away some time ago, but I know your dad is still going strong. Bernie's dad's John, 90 years of age now, and still, I think you're looking after him as best you can and helping him out as and when you can. We had a look on the internet for your name, and the name Bernadette, it's a French name.
Yeah, the saint.
Well, it says, you've preempted me, it talks about a saint and a virgin. Whichever you say.
I thought it was somebody's birthday.
And then we move on to the name Smith, which that means was given to the old blacksmith, which means to strike a hammer. So poor old Bruce. And her maiden name is Doyle. Yeah? Doyle is made up of two words, dove and gown. One means black and one means stranger. And it was how the Norsemen used to distinguish between blonde and black-haired women. Bernie's jumped ship. She's become a Dane. She was a Norse woman originally, Scandinavian. Okay, right. Initially, the family lived in Greenville Road in Handsworth, and Bernie went to St. Augustine's Primary School in 1958. Okay, and then on to Lordswood Grammar School for Girls, and she left with loads of A-levels, and particularly good at languages. Well, particularly good at fucking bad language. And she gained high standards in shorthand.
Yeah.
I mean, what they mean by that is, in other words, nobody could ever read her writing. I got a picture off the internet. I don't know if you ladies and gents have seen that. That's the nurses getting prepared to change Bernie. It's one on the wall. I don't know if you can see that. They're getting prepared to change you. Remember that? Of course you don't. Bernie always seems to have spoke too much in class, your school reports tell us.
Oh! I'll kill my sister.
And I don't know for any of those that don't know, but Bernie was a fantastic Irish dancer. Well, there's a picture on the wall which we got off the internet. There's that, Deb, which shows her dancing around. There you are.
Was it at the corridor at Round Lane?
That's Bernie with her back to you. Have you seen that, Bernie? That's you. Yeah. Anyway, because she was so good at dancing, Bernie went to Germany. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah.
You want to tell them what happened in Germany?
I lost my passport.
Don't mind that shit. What happened really? What did you do? Where did you cross the road, Bernie?
Oh, I ended up on the Autobahn in the middle of the jungle.
And got herself arrested. So there's a European arrest warrant. They're coming in a minute. We'll sort that out, sir. But anyway, then also, again, Bernie went on holiday with Fiona and her children, and they went to holiday abroad. The children were only 7 and 9. They asked Bernie, any chance you'd do a bit of a dance in your swimming costume? Do you remember that? Well, what happened, Bernie?
My boogaloo dropped out.
Well, lads, I'm sure if you ask her, she might do a little bit of a dance with us. No? Well, okay. But anyway, there was another one when Bernie went to Sweden, one of her first trips abroad, to be a bridesmaid for your cousin Margaret. You want to tell us what happened in Sweden? Hello. All right, Mark. Okay, all right, come on in. Anyway, she left Lordswood school and went to work at Bernieretired,
I did.
where she met a lifelong friend, Glenys, who I don't think Glenys is here tonight, but apparently you speak to each other once a week and you have done for the last 40 years.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking yak. 40 years, that's a lot of going on every week. I tell you what. Anyway, our records show you joined West Midlands Police in 1975.
I did.
You did, yeah, and you worked for the various departments. And of course you met the love of your life, Bruce, of the number 4 Regional Crime Squad. Well, you met the real love of your life on your 60th birthday, Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
Okay. You came to the Crime Bureau at Steelhouse Lane in 1996, and from there you went on to Rose Road, and then came back to the lane, yeah. She received some training in her job, which obviously going to change her life. They gave her one which was called The Importance of Intelligence, completely fucking wasted energy. Then there was a rich picture awareness course, which would help you with your holiday brochures and, and all that stuff. And then they spoke about quality counts in 2012. We weren't sure if that's something to do with Bruce. Quality counts, 2 days,
All right.
something to do with Bruce. We also learned from Bernie's family, lads, bear with me, this is what's written down, that Bernie loves facials. No, and having her nails done, sorry, you'll finish that sentence. So, as many of you know, she's a member of a local gym. Now, as I understand it, she goes there with the intention of having a swim, but mostly sits by the pool with a glass of the old vino. She's got some friends that live in Palm Springs. We're off to America now.
Yeah.
And they live in a fantastic house, is what I've been told. Bernie, drunk, no, totally pissed one night, decides you try and get into the hammock over
Oh,
there.
that was another black eye.
And she's trying to get into the hammock. She can't, so her friend's husband said, I'll show you, Bernie. He tries to get in, eventually falls out and smashes his arm, breaks his arm, yeah? Bernie, too pissed to help him, but there you go. You know, it's all that training goes on, eh? She has a minimum of 3 holidays a year. Well, let's go up to about 7 now, I think, now that you've retired. Absolutely. And there's one particular holiday that I'm sure that, well, what I've been told is when I start talking about it, you'll probably put your head in your hands. So what's the most embarrassing holiday you've ever been on?
Not me.
Come on, Bernie, what's the most embarrassing? Oh, you do, you're just being shy. Come on.
Is it abroad or in...
It's abroad, no, it's Antigua, give you a bit of a clue.
Oh, yeah.
What happened there? You'll like this, lads. I know, you tell him. Oh, you don't know, you don't know. Oh, Bernie, let me remind you. They were being helped onto a boat trip on a lagoon. Oh, oh you remember? Well, tonight, the boatman is here, he's coming in. Well, apparently, while they were helping Bernie, had a little drink or two inside there. But what do you think happened? Poor old Bernie, your hand slipped. What else slipped? Come on, Bill. The bottom half of the bikini slipped. The man's never been fucking right since. Anyway, there's an international banning order. You're not allowed back in Antigua. She was telling me tonight she had a really bad memory. Well, her friends and her sisters confirmed that. She had a job when she was 11 to take two little pals that live near her, Pauline and Maria, to school. Yeah, Holy Communion pictures. I'm surprised we still know where they are. Bernie fucking left them in school and we're gone away. But anyway, what Fiona and Gay want me to say is that you are the best sister in the world. You're kind, loving, thoughtful and generous, and they want you to know we love you to bits. Your sisters, okay? Mark, who's, as Elvira always comes late, you know that fella. He comes in, he tells me a little story about Bernie the one day. She goes out to buy a couple of batteries for her watches. And comes back with £1,000 fucking watch. That was my wife. New battery in the watch. Is that right? Hey. What can I say? What can I say? And she often uses the saying, poor old Hitler, and nobody knows why. You use that saying, poor old Hitler? Yeah. Now the other thing that you girls I'm sure will know about Bernie, she's got a particular ring on her ringtone. The brown-eyed girl. Yeah. Do you remember that? Yeah. Well, the story on that particular one is, when the radio is on, playing Brown-Eyed Girl, this Egypt is tearing around mad looking for her phone. And when her phone is ringing, she says, "Ah, it's the radio." Is that right? Okay, that's good. Well, you've been honest enough about it. Anyway, a few days ago, I don't know if Bernie's told you the story tonight, how she slipped and banged her face on the ground. Yeah? Absolute bollocks. What actually happened is, last Tuesday she says to Bruce, "Bruce, I'm retiring." And he went, "Oh yeah," bang. Anyway, he said I could mention that bit of domestic violence. Bunch of flowers, the liquid leaks out of the flower, and Bernie decides she's going to try and skate. Bang, poor lady bangs herself horrendously hard. You see the photographs around the room, the family, there's the first communion, as you say, with your friends. There's a photo of Bernie when she was really with her two sisters, Fiona and Gay. The black and white pictures that are around the room, just you'll get to see them as you go along. There's some photographs at the start of the day, Bernie is really glamorous, looks lovely. And there's another one next to it at the end of the day where she's sound asleep on a bench and this young fella's looking at her as if, what's going on here?
Where's that one?
No, they have, yeah. And there's also one of her when she's playing the Game of Thrones, the Mother of Dragons, Khaleesi. You got the Mother Game of Thrones outfit on you?
Oh,
It's around.
was that Warwick?
That's over, it's over there.
There was also a time when Matt Ward was in the bar, just got promoted, and we went to have a little drink in the bar, as you do on 2:10, about 5:30. And Bernie had a nice glass of red wine, white blouse, as ever, open as far as just enough to get your interest. And she goes to drink, and fucking everywhere. Everywhere except your mouth. Wine everywhere. Wine everywhere. So, anyway, look. Someone who's done this amount of time with the job, you'd have to say that's such a huge commitment. Chief Constable is that impressed, he gave her 4 awards for outstanding performance. What was that about? Yeah, well, as I say, after 41 years, if they cut Bernie Smith in half, you'd probably have West Midlands Police written through it. I mean, you've given it everything. So, unless anybody wants to tell a funny story, I've run out here. I'd ask you, please, everybody raise your glasses as we wish Bernie a very long and very happy retirement. And we all agree in this room that it's been an absolute pleasure to know you.
Thank you, and I'll miss you all so much.
Stitched like a kipper on the tail. The evidence is all yours.